What is your name?
Thea. I don't want that.
Okay, all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah! I don't need that.
The great, the fantastic, the amazingly magnificent Thea and her 3-minute joke.
I don't know if it's 3 minutes. You can start the timer at any second. So when I was younger, I was raised by a mom that hung out with bikers, and I was taught this joke by one of her friends. It is not PC, and I apologize now. There was this lady that had a husband that was very abusive, and he would beat her every night. There's where it's not PC. He would beat her every night, and it got to a point where she went down to the pet store, and she said to the guy that worked there, "I need something that will stop him." And he said, "Well, you know, I got this Doberman picture. It's really a mean dog. I don't want to sell it to anyone else." She said, "I'll take it." So he goes back home, and he comes home that night, ready to beat her. She lets the dog out, and goes, "Damn!" and just snaps the dog's neck. The dog's dead. She goes back to the pet store and says, "Look, this did not work, and you can see I have been beaten within an inch of my life." He says, "Yeah, I do. Okay, I've got a boa constrictor." You take that boa constrictor and you hang it over the door and come down, squeeze around him, squeeze him to death. She says, "All right, I'll give that a shot." So she goes home, takes the boa constrictor, strings it over the door. He comes in, boa constrictor comes down all over him, squeezes him, and he goes, snake pieces everywhere. And he breaks her arm. Told you it wasn't PC. So she goes down to the pet store the next day, and she takes all the snake pieces back with her. She says, "This is what I am dealing with." He goes, "Whoa, dead dog?" "All right, I've got a gorilla. I'll bring it up to the house. I'll deliver it for you." So takes the gorilla up to the house. It's like in the cage, screaming, whining out, wanting to kill. She's up on top of the cage, ready to let it out with her good arm. And he comes into the door. All right, she lets the gorilla out. He comes out. Ah! He goes, ah! Right back at it. The gorilla goes, turns white, back in the cage. She's like, oh crap, and he breaks her leg. She goes down to the pet store the next day. She says, "Look, I've already had a lance. He's gonna kill me." He says, "All right, I've got the perfect thing." He goes into the back, comes out with this little shoebox. And she says, "Anything in that shoebox won't hurt him." He says, "Wait, just take a look." He opens up the shoebox. Inside is a squirrel rat-like creature with fur that sticks up in every direction with eyes like this big, huge buck teeth. And she said, "What is that?" He says, "It's a Zabba Zabba." She says, "What is a Zabba Zabba?" She says, "It's an amazing little creature. Look, Zabba Zabba chair." Pile of sawdust. She says, "It's on voice command." He says, "No, you try it." She says, "Zabba Zabba table." Pile of sawdust. She says, "I'll take it." She takes it home, puts it away. She's thinking about, oh, well, the dog didn't work, and the snake didn't work, and the gorilla didn't work. So he comes in, and he goes, and he says, "All right, I'm going to kill you." And she says, "All right, wait, I got this." She comes out with the shoebox, opens it up. He says, "What's that?" She says, "That's a Zabba Zabba." He says, "Zabba Zabba my ass."